we are doing an Audacy check-in right now with Tate McRae, who has a really cool background.
Thank you.
Check out those shoes. How are you doing?
I'm great. Good to see you again.
It's good to see you. I love seeing you kill it. I say that to you every single time, but I get so excited every time I see you announce something. It just feels bigger and bigger each time, to be honest.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excited for this one.
Yeah. And, the songs are incredible. The music videos are a moment. And it just seems like you've really found who you are musically. Do you feel that way?
I feel like music is so weird because I change my mind about things just in general in life every second that I change my mind in music even more. So one day I want to be this and one day I want to be this, but I also do think that there's a place to be everything.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is, you can take on those different maybe genre variations, but it seems like everything is done so confidently and well.
Thank you. I think the thing is that everything is really personal to me. So that's what, makes it seem really, what's the word? Authentic, is because it's just everything is coming from me and everything is what I want to say. So no matter what genre it is or no matter what I put out, I feel like it's all just coming from me as a person, genuinely.
Yeah. And that bottom line is what makes you an artist. And was there a defining moment, do you think, in your whole journey as a music artist that kind of set the bar for being that honest?
I think I started releasing songs on YouTube when I was 14, 13. And they were all basically just my journal diaries from when I was in high school. And it was me trying to talk to my high school classmates and be like, which is horrifying. But I think my fans who have followed me since then, know that I can write that kind of music and know that if that's the kind of music that they like, is hearing the real stuff. And so I feel like I've just never really changed that, which I think is the most important part. So.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the new single, She's All I Want to Be, is incredible. It's so catchy. The music video will be here soon. But the little photo and vibes that you've released for it, kind of makes it already seem like its own universe.
Thank you. It's very cool. It basically feels like I'm creating a mini movie, which is all I wanted. Because I had this idea. Me and my mom were talking about this idea 3-4 months ago, and we were like, this would be crazy if we could bring this to life. And then when it happened, it was just a very cool moment.
Yeah. Is there anything you can tell us a little bit about the music video? I know it's not here yet, obviously.
Yeah. So it's inspired by, have you ever seen the movie Chorus Line?
No, but I am familiar with it.
It's an iconic dance movie in the 90s. What's in the 90s? I don't even know what it was. But I feel like I've just always been inspired by this movie dance wise. And I wanted to recreate it and basically put it into this theme, She's All I Want to Be, because dance auditions are all about, competitive and toxicity and comparison. And, I feel like they translated really well because I've gone through that my whole life with dance auditions. And I was I think I want to make sure that people see this part of, the dance world as well. See what it's like.
Are you trying, it seems there's been a couple music videos where you really marry your dance career also in your music. Is that important for you to do for each song? Do you make it kind of a goal to do so, or do you just always find a way to fit it in?
I mean, I think I always want to make sure I'm dancing. I think it's just because it's another expressive outlet of mine. It feels good. And I feel like that's where my creative vision starts from, is from me dancing. It's just cool when I get to marry the two, because it's just, what I've been training for my whole life and what I've been doing my whole life. And that's all I really know.
When you find where you want to go sonically for a song, do you ever think about how you want to move to it as a dancer?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I had no idea how I was going to move to She's All I Want to Be. Cause I'm this is a rock song. All I want to do is jump.
Yeah.
All I want to do is jump. That's all I want to do. I don't want to dance. And then Michelle was my choreographer I've been working with since I was 9. She got all the choreography figured out. But it was definitely I just want to jump. This will be fun to perform at concerts.
Yeah. I thought that when I saw it, I was I know she's going to dance to it, but I can't wait to see how, because it is such a rockish song.
Totally. We had to it was kind of hard because the beat is so unbelievably fast. All of my dancers were holy shit, this is hard.
Like a 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Literally, super hard.
So how did the song start? How did it, really find its way and come together?
So this song started with, I was in the room with Greg Kirsten, who's like a god. He does all of Adele stuff. And he's just like one of the best producers ever. And I was sitting there and I'm like, can you give me like really sad piano chords? So he gives me a piano card and it starts as a ballad. So I'm like writing and it's like really sad. And I create this whole song and I record it. And then we were just like, leave the session. We're like, okay, we created another ballad. And then I emailed him like 4 days later and I'm like, is there any way you can like edge this up and make it sound kind of punky? And he was like, sure. And like 4 hours later, turns it around and it like turned into like this huge, like the chorus just like became like this huge thing, which was really exciting because then my whole team was like, where did this song come from? And I'm like, it's been a song for months. It's just like now it's a totally different song. So it was really cool.
I mean, hearing it, the radio needs a song like this. Like, and it's been back a little bit, but like, I'm really excited for like music to have this more punk edge more often. And it's exciting to see some of our favorite artists like you do that. Do you see yourself doing more songs with more of a punk edge to it?
Maybe a few. I mean, I think it's always fun to do songs in this like category. Like it's just very fun to create and even just like listen to. But who knows? I feel like there's a lot of my songs that have like alternative, punky, and then like ballads, and it's all over the place, which is kind of a cool catalog.
Yeah, but I mean, that's how people listen to music now, especially with the world of TikTok. Like, and you're hearing so many different things in just 15-second clips. Everybody wants everything.
Everyone wants everything. They all want to hear all colors of the rainbow, like in one album, which is crazy. It's a lot, but I think that's what's going to make it so exciting as well.
Yeah, definitely. What is your favorite part of the music video that you can tell us about?
There's this one part that I've been kind of teasing, and it's like we're standing in like a line on stage, and we were like holding our headshots. And then I kind of like freak out in this.
Oh, I've seen it. I know what you're talking about.
I kind of like go crazy and just like rip up my whole headshot, and just like it was such a fun shot, and everyone in the room was like screaming when it was happening, and it was a really cool moment. So
yeah, I was gonna say, when you have to like act out parts like that, do you need your like environment around you to like kind of hype you up because you're like going from like 0 to freaking out?
I mean, there's like random guys in the room who are like 50, just like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, this is weird. Like, I'm like, I gotta need my girls to like hype me up.
That's amazing. So like I said, it's been so fun watching you kill it. I watched The Voice this past season, and seeing Haley Mia covering your song was so cool. And then like watching Kelly Clarkson react to it, she goes like, this song's so good and it's so hard to sing. And I was so excited for you, like even seeing people talk about it in that way,
No, those are really special moments. I think because just like, when you're younger and you're like, I'm going to audition for The Voice one day.
Yeah.
I'm going to audition for America's Got Talent. And just like little things happen. And, like, you're like, oh shit, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. But then it's like your song appears on the show. And that's like a whoa moment. Like,
well, and then you see Ariana and John Legend and Kelly and all them like bopping their head to it. And it's like, oh, they all know my song.
The song. That's crazy. Like, and then it's hard for you to like resonate if people actually hear your music. It just feels like they're like robots listening to it. And then once you actually see faces and people in a crowd, it's like, oh my gosh, this has like impacted a lot of people.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Well, it's great getting to talk to you. Thank you so much for doing an Audacy check-in with us, Tate McRae.
Of course. Thank you for having me.